I am recommending and requesting that the board pull agenda item number 15 from this agenda. Litigation has been filed on this matter, and it's my legal advice that the board not discuss this matter in public at this time.
That's St. Johns County Attorney David Miggott weighing in on the legal battle between Commissioner Krista Keating-Joseph and her colleagues on the board. Daryl Moody has our top story.
We told you last week how the Board of Commissioners censured Joseph for comments she made in November urging residents to vote them out of office. In response, Joseph filed a federal lawsuit claiming her First Amendment rights were violated. Commissioners held a meeting behind closed doors. The issue came up again on Tuesday.
4 of our commissioners could not tolerate 60 seconds. Commissioner Joseph talking about the upcoming election.
How in the name of all that's holy can you guys possibly have a shade meeting on this First Amendment violation, spending ungodly amounts of money? How can you have a shade meeting when the object of the shade meeting is a commissioner? She has a right to be there.
An out-of-town attorney hired by the county last month wrote a report that was to be reviewed on Tuesday before Miggott had it removed from the agenda.
It is indeed frustrating that the majority of you chose, on the taxpayer dime, to go all the way to Tallahassee to find an attorney, and a non-election attorney at that, at a cost of $400 an hour.
Our $400 an hour was not even spent on an election attorney. If you need brain surgery, you go to a neurologist, not a proctologist. Well, we got a proctologist, figuratively speaking.
For now, the issue remains unresolved. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Plans are underway to replace the seawall in St. Johns County that's more than 60 years old.
If you walk or drive in downtown St. Augustine, you have seen it. Thousands of people pass it every day. While it was constructed in the early 1960s, the FDOT is looking to replace it.
Jacob Pickering of the Florida Department of Transportation, referring to the proposed seawall replacement project from the Bridge of Lions to Charlotte Street in St. Johns County. This project aims to replace the seawall while enhancing storm protection and maintaining the aesthetics of the area. Informational meetings are planned too.
We will have a virtual meeting on Tuesday, January 23rd, with an online open house from 5:30 to 6 p.m., followed by our presentation and public comment period. The FDOT will also host an in-person public meeting on Thursday, January 25th, at St. Augustine City Hall in the Alcazar Room. We'll have an open house on the 25th from 4 to 6 p.m. with presentation public comment period beginning at 6.
Pickering outlines the proposed improvements.
Proposed improvements to the seawall, including lowering the existing promenade and constructing a new 42-inch solid pedestrian barrier.
Pickering adds public comments must be received by February 5th to be included in the official meeting record. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
St. Augustine is getting ready to celebrate Arbor Day. Liz Ryan reports.
Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., the City of St. Augustine's annual Arbor Day ceremony takes place at Davenport Park. That's on West San Carlos. Our beautiful tree canopy is one of the things that makes our ancient city so special. And Commissioner Barbara Blonder, who will be giving a presentation at the ceremony, told me why she believes tree preservation is so important.
Trees are an environmental justice issue in urban environments, in that we have this urban heat island effect, where we have a lot of pavement and a lot of built structures and not a whole lot of shade trees in areas that are of lower socioeconomic status or communities of color. And so if you think of West King Street, for example, versus some of the, really canopied neighborhoods on the east side of US 1, you can't really find much shade on King Street, and there's a lot more pedestrians commuting on West King. And so that's an example of this urban heat island effect and how shade trees are such an essential component of environmental justice issues. And it's just something we don't think about. Like, they literally cool off the areas under them. Kind of one of those, pun intended, low-hanging fruits. It's one of those things where we can plant a lot more trees and really help people's health as we get record heat years.
If you'd like to plant more trees, city staff will be giving away red cedar, southern magnolia, winged elm, and sweet bay saplings at Davenport Park. They'll also have a drive-through sapling giveaway at the historic downtown parking garage. That will be on Friday from 10 until 2, or while supplies last. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.